Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another one of Chris's beer reviews. It's been a long time since I've had a beer, so I decided that it's time to have one. Alright, so we got a really cool looking cap here from a beer that is straight from Belgium. I'm not certain if I'm pronouncing all of these correct, but yeah, it's called Gouden Carolus or Carolus. And it says right here, Hopsinjoor or Hopsinjoor. We got a cool looking guy, king here. Apparently this is a strong percent beer. We got an 8% ABV here. And yeah, I'm not really finding out. It says Brewerig Het Anker. So apparently the brewery is Het Anker. Hetanker. And it's been brewed since 1369. This is really cool. I'm only hoping that I did not I'm not serving it when it's too cold. I can't read the language on the back, but it looks like it says a combination of 4 different hops. And I believe there is, oh, there we go, a unique combination of 4 kinds of hops. Alright, well, instead of trying to read them hops, I'm going to be pouring this wonderful beer into a beer glass. Pilsner glass. Okay. Holy moly, that was probably the loudest pop to date on my videos. Ooh, look at how incredibly carbonated that is. I'm going to have to take my sweet time pouring this one, everybody. I apologize for the delay, but this is pretty ridiculous. Again, I apologize. If you pour too slow, it doesn't work. Pour too fast, too much carbonation. I am not winning here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, one thing that's really cool about this beer is that it's served in a green bottle. I don't know if you've noticed. Beers that are usually served in green bottles usually tend to be very skunky tasting. I'm picking up on a little bit of a skunky aroma, so it would be interesting to have a beer that might be considered a very hoppy beer that also has a skunky taste and aroma, which is usually also, you know, kind of style that Pilsner leans more towards too. So yeah, I apologize about the pour. We got a huge pop, and yeah, this beer is just flying. So I'm actually gonna try to dip my face in there and give it a whirl. It smells very, very floral. It's kind of like very much like a floral hop. It also has the complexion of a floral type, you know, Hefeweizenbier style. And yeah, I also kind of smell like a little bit of carrots in there, or something along those lines. So yeah, now that I kind of have an idea of what kind of hops I'm dealing with here, I'm pretty sure I know what this is going to taste like. The question is it going to be bland or not? Okay, so you know what? It's not a bad beer, and it doesn't lean in the direction that I was kind of anticipating. I was kind of expecting it to be more like a Hoegaarden or a Paulaner as soon as I smelt the beer, but this beer is the taste from this beer is really, really fixated on its bite. It has a very, very, let me double check the front here. Carbonation's getting in the way, but yeah, it has a very aggressive front, and it has a very dry, aggressive back taste to it. Also, it kind of just it goes right through. How do I explain this? You know, when you're tasting the bite, you're almost kind of saying to yourself, this isn't going to be good. But the aftertaste is kind of leaning me in the other direction. I don't mind the route that this beer is taking. It's very different. It's kind of like, ooh, I just saw a whole bunch of sediment there. I was really hoping that wasn't going to happen, and it just did. So forgive me, but I got some nasty floaties in here. You know what? I almost can't even drink this because I've ruined it. You can't see it, but there is some nasty sediment in there. You know what, people? I got the... I shouldn't have poured out the ending. Would I have this again? Sure, I'd give it a try again. Would I pour it differently? Yes. There's so much sediment in the bottom here. I don't know if it's sediment that I would like. I recommend keeping just a little bit of the bottom of the beer left over and not pouring the rest into your glass. If I were to drink this, I would have to wait for all of the sediment to come back down. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let this sit. I'm going to have to drink it on my own time. I'd hate to rate this beer at this moment, but I kind of have no choice. Excuse me. Excuse me. But, that's so disappointing. There's so much sediment floating around in there. I don't think I could drink it. Alright, based on what I've tried, it's not spectacular. Like, it's not something I'd go out and want to grab again. It's kind of like your average... I can't say it's like your average beer. I'm probably going to give it like a 2.3 out of 5. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to have to let this sediment sit once again. I apologize, people. The video's long enough. You kind of get an idea of what I was talking about in regards to the taste that I got from this beer. If I could add any more, it's that, yeah, that bite taste that I'm referring to. It's very dry taste, and when I mean dry, like when I think of dry beers, it sits in the back of your mouth a certain way. It's almost like, you know that your palate is not wet. It's almost kind of like a dry feeling on the back of your palate. It kind of takes away a little bit from the refreshing aspects of a beverage. This kind of leads towards that direction, except there's more bite than dryness. That's the best that I can put it. You don't really taste floral hops in this. You can just smell it. At this point, I'm kind of repeating myself, so I'm just gonna let this sad beer sit over here in the corner and probably drink it later. Anyways, people, thanks for joining me on another one of Chris's beer reviews. I apologize again. It did not go down the way I had wanted. I was thinking in the back of my head there might be too much sediment in this. I failed. Alright, people, take it easy.